here with big, a good outlook. I know today my thoughts were with a number of households that are still battling without a roof on their head. And it was like, my God, even though we don't have a hurricane, it's rain, but the rain is just as bad for a number of our people. As president of the Windward Islands Chamber of Labor Unions, the invitation was extended to all. I even got confirmation. But like a half an hour before this event, the WhatsApp started to ring and ask, is it continuing, etc. While I got here, I tried to say, yes, it's continuing. But we also have situations where one of our members is right now saying, my house is flooded. So it's difficult. Natalie France from the Semantic Communication Union. We have a number of unions in the Chamber of Labor Unions. I would just like to mention them so that you would know. Of course, the WIFL, the Windward Island Federation of Organized Labor, WIFL, with the president, Mr. Theophilus Thompson. The St. Martin Communication Union, President Brother Woodson Avert. He and his secretary is off island and should be returning at 6 today. St. Martin, with the weather, I really don't know if the plane will land, but I got that apology. Then we have Brother Catalina for the APFO St. Martin. We have also Wixu PSU with Sophia Rismay as president. And we also have the Windward Island Healthcare Union Association, where they have persons at this moment, they are actually looking forward to going into a new election to elect a president. But Brunilda Illage, as the nurse, she is the person that is holding the fort together with Margaret Priest. They are two persons in the field really holding everything together. In addition to that, we also have the Y2, the Windward Islands Teachers Union, of which, last but not least, I am the president of the Windward Islands Teachers Union also. So in all respect, I would say that the unions have had a very challenging task this year. As you probably heard it mentioned already, even though a number of our unions can boast that we have CLAs, which is signed collective labor agreements, it is like all the laws and the labor agreements went through the window. It had a specific meeting where I had to stand and ask the Minister of Labor if he thinks that this is something normal. We are experiencing a hurricane that damage, which is an atmospheric problem. Why should that cause a big major problem in our labor force and our labor market? I had to look at Great Bay, the representatives of Great Bay, in their face and say to them, you have the best spot in my capital of my country. Come on, you have the best spot. I had to look at Maho representative and say to them, I don't care how they will term me, but I have to say to them, you are behaving as if you're hand to mouth. You have the best spot in not a capital, but in the whole of St. Martin. You are the gateway, and this is the way you are treating your workers. How must these people's sentiments continue to rebuild a St. Martin stronger and better? St. Martin has been cleaned up by a number of our workers. They put their hands together and they clean. And this is the reward that they're going to get. That they are out in the cold, they don't have means and ways to supply for their families. It was a kind of a real mountain of problems that we had to face. And of course I had to be very vocal, to the point that at certain times when I went to sleep, I would say, you was too bold, you were too mouthy, you gotta be You got to tone down. But it is like, that even me that have a job, I can feel it for those persons because it starts to down. How would I ever do if there was a month that I don't receive a salary? And that was the next call that the government made on us unions representing civil servants and also representing teachers to tell us that there are austerity measures that has to come because of what happened. And this is like telling your Prime Minister, austerity measures? I don't understand that word. The measures that should come should be alleviation measures to alleviate. So when you are saying cost cutting, I don't understand because you should be looking at revenue generating projects.
Tell them, connecting you.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
Hipólito Herrera, a former board member of SunFed, is president of an NGO affiliated to SunFed. Mr. Herrera was in Santo Domingo for medical reasons when Hurricane Irma struck the island. He lives in Dutch Quarter, and he informed us of families still in need of support in his neighborhood 1 year after Irma.
What shocked me when I came from Santo Domingo, after Hurricane Irma, I find my neighbors living in that condition. She's a senior citizen. Right now she is not available to interview, but I want anybody who can cooperate, anybody who can help, government, institution, whatever. That is not a condition for a person to live, you know. So whatever team together, we can get together and fix a proper room for she to live.
Mrs. Constancia Eduarda lives at Madrid Road in Dutch Quarter. She's 84 years old. She received some aid after the hurricane for herself, her daughter, and her 4 grandchildren. Her household of 6 persons has to survive with $900 a month. $600, which her grandson Michael brings home from a part-time job at the airport, and a combined $300 a month she collects, $150 for old age pension, and an additional $150 as social allowance. This income is not sufficient to take care of the family monthly expenses and to do home repairs that are so needed. Even though she trusts in God, she welcomes any aid she can get to finish the repair of her home.
I had to run by the neighbor run over by the neighbor house. She have a 3-story house. So she said, I's a mother. So she said, before anything happen to you, come by me and stay. I stay about a week over there with her.
Yeah.
I couldn't come here because everything was down. The roof, all this went, all the kitchen went, all this, all that side, everything went, and the whole roof went. The whole roof. And the side of the house, the side of the kitchen, all this went, all this, all you see patch up here now, went, we just trying. Well, I never feel good, I feel terrible, terrible, terrible. They had to hold me, because I faint away.
Is this your first worst hurricane that you experienced?
Yes, it's the first worst hurricane. They go and give little food, that's what they give, and some people come from Holland, is what help me with this roof. The government didn't help me with it. Well, the bedroom ain't so nice because I got a friend who helped me, but we need concrete now on it. I need to put in 4 rooms inside concrete. Well, my condition, I sick because I fall down in the hurricane, break my hip, had to go Santo Domingo twice, I used to go back again, and then I can't walk so good. Can't help myself so good, they can hold me.
Mrs. Carmelita Thomas is the widow of a well-known musician of St. Martin, Ray Anthony Thomas. She lives now with her daughter in an apartment in Sucker Garden. Carmelita is an 83-year-old resident of St. Peter's. She had a housing situation which was already bad before the hurricane. Pieces of concrete from the roof were falling down in her house, so Carmelita had requested help long before the hurricane. The hurricane created more extensive damages to her house, and until now, she did not get any assistance for the repairs, so that she can go back to live in her own home.
When the hurricane, we had already moved out from there. We couldn't stay there because the roof had started to fall in before. It was quite a while I was asking the government for help, but I didn't get no help. So we had to move out because the roof had started to fall in. So when the hurricane came, my tent was up there, but we were not there. Understand? This lady, she was there in the other part. I approached the government and they took the papers and everything that they needed, but up to now, nothing. I'm still waiting. I'm always waiting on the government. I can't live the holidays of my life because this is a one-way street. In case anything happens, maybe you can't go and you can't come. You have to stay put until the road is clear for you to go. Understand? And it's inconvenient. For me, it's very inconvenient because and the way that the house is built, you don't get enough air. You need to be somewhere where you can get, or somewhere where you can move around to feel that you are really home. This is what it is. Can't complain still. For all of my life, never lived through anything like that, and I hope and pray not to live through a next one like that. It's terrible and it's very scary. For me, a hard old woman, it's very scary.
And somehow, kind of how you're able to manage it through.
Put my trust in God. I trust in God.
So when the hurricane was coming, or during the hurricane, you pray a lot to God to give you strength?
Yes, you had to do that before the hurricane come, because then we witnessed hurricane already, but nothing like this one will pass. You prefer to stay in your home because then you're accustomed to the surrounding, you're accustomed to the people, you're accustomed to your family. Then to go in a strange place, then you feel uncomfortable. You may feel comfortable for the beginning, but afterwards you start to miss your family. I have somebody that takes care of me, pay to take care of me. And I have my 2 daughters, they help me in whichever way they can. I have the lady that's come by me and stay with me. And then in the afternoon she goes, my daughter cook and she shares the food and all that. If we have to go to the doctor, the lady takes me to the doctor. What I would like to see improve, less bickering and more work. Get together and do good for the benefit of the country and its people. That's what I would like to do. But there must be some togetherness, not separation. Everybody's like they just for themselves, they don't want to help our next person. You must try and help everyone. Stretch your hand and help your neighbor. You don't have no more togetherness. With the years, the togetherness just disappeared, dwindled away. I would like to say, I wish to God that St. Martin was like before, like in my days. But I pray to God that in some time it will become a St. Martin that everyone can live united together. I never forget that there is a God above.
Not only Mrs. Carmelita Thomas, but 1,600 seniors, 5 years before the hurricane, in the 2013 Elderly Research Report, expressed their need for a seniors' home repair and construction program. 633 seniors, that's 1 out of 5 seniors, felt that their homes were too small. 738 seniors, that's 1 out of 5 seniors, felt that their house needed maintenance or repair, and the same amount of older persons felt that their house was not suitable for their current needs. 578 seniors, which is 1 out of 6 seniors, felt that their house limits their mobility. 1,617 seniors, almost half of the seniors, felt that their house is too expensive. After the hurricane, these numbers would have increased considerably.
Hey ma, how you doing? You busy?
I hear, just paying some bills, taking care of business, you know what it is?
I know, you're doing your online banking.
I don't have to stand in those long lines to pay bills. I can transfer when I want. I can check my account wherever. It's like the bank open 24/7. I even here checking the statement right now as we're talking. How's Miami?
Well, that's why I'm calling. I'm finishing up a few songs now, but I'm afraid that studio time might be more than I thought. And I was wondering if I could get some help with some funds, and I could pay you back as soon as I get back to St. Martin.
Let me check my account. How much you need?
I think 500 should be enough.
I can transfer it to you while online. Direct from me to you. No problem.
Great. Thank you so much, Ma. I'll get online with Viv now.
Alright, You know who you're for?
I need to know who you're for.
Contact Wib today for your complete personal online banking experience. Available for all mobile devices, the Windward Islands Bank, now your online banking partner in progress.
It's been said that behind every door, possibility awaits. How much possibility depends on which door you open first. Every day, we help our customers discover the possibilities in their lives. It all starts with a conversation. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
Hello, St. Martin. My name is Jose Helaga and I play basketball. I have organized basketball events in St. Martin. Sport matters to me because it makes everybody come together in unity. So I challenge the businesses community to step up for sports and help us rebuild and repair our facility. I'm also asking the community to nominate local businesses in your area to take on the challenge and step up for sport because sports matter. Check out the Department of Sports SXM Facebook page for more information. Hashtag Sport Matter, hashtag Are You In?
Mr. Anthony Hassel, 20 years old, is one of the 4,350 youngsters living in St. Martin before the hurricane. He was one of the 489 youngsters actively looking for a job. According to the Labor Force Survey of 2017, 35% of unemployed persons in St. Martin were between the ages of 15 to 24. 1 of every 3 unemployed of the job seekers was a youngster. Anthony and his 58-year-old mother, both unemployed, are residing at Fort William. His father, Charles Anthony Hassel, a civil servant who worked as a security officer for the government, passed away 2 years ago. And so the household has to survive with a total of $600 a month of widow pension. The house was left to them as an inheritance, but was completely destroyed by the hurricane. Anthony tells us about their challenges and difficulties to have better living conditions. Without help, they cannot rebuild their property. Without decent work and a decent income, he cannot take care of himself and his mom, who just returned from surgery in Colombia.
Yeah, we did pass Irma. I was with my mom. She's right next to me right now. And while it was really devastating, as you could see. But then again, we really thought they had no hopes. We had lots of thinkings a lot of panics with the family members during that same session, and it was really something to not forget about, So it's Irma is really something. Yeah, you gotta really, how to say, it was awful. It was really awful. So it's something you can't really express because you have your emotional feelings thinking about the past tense, but then again, still you gotta be reliable and focus for the future. I believe we passed Lewis until we came to this upcoming hurricane again. But I find that before my father was alive, and currently working with the government, I find he had some financially, he had some financially done, and it's been hard. It's been hard stuff because you can't go around, you can't eat properly, you can't go around, everything is so high, prices high, and we basically not getting no salary at all, man. So we just have to work with our surroundings, and it's been really tough. Yeah.
What are some of the things that you all lose in the homes, like for instance your bathroom, your bedroom, your appliances?
Well, basically, I don't know if you could look around, but if we really take a little look around, we lose all furnitures in the homes. as well as we had a little inheritance from my father that passed away, and it was in development process, but I guess we got took down, huh? So basically we lost the whole home furniture, and we on recovery mode right now.
Now, when the hurricane has struck your home and damaged it, you and your mother was in the home at that time?
Yes, we was in the room at that time. Practically of the news we heard from radio stations and government informers, we thought that we could have a standoff with the hurricane while it was going on, but we realized that it wasn't worth it because after 3 o'clock a.m. That day, we tried. We stayed, we stayed, but then again we tried to lock up, try to have everything secured up, prepared for hurricane, and we thought it was gonna hang up, but during the hurricane, we had a little tough time being in the hurricane itself because we was just stuck in the bathroom. The bathroom is actually concreted, so we had to stay there for the moment. The doors were flying off. My mom was actually just in the shower, so just literally just there crying out, so I had to actually keep on holding the door and keeping her, calm, until the hurricane actually slowed down, so could I have an opportunity to survive.